channel. This is your girl, Blessings of Beauty, and today I wanted to come to you with a tutorial. A lot of people ask me on a daily basis how I do my eyebrows, if I can do their eyebrows, and even if I can show them how to do their eyebrows. So I decided to make this video for those, or this tutorial for those that want to know how I create and make these ratchet eyebrows. Excuse the eyelashes as well, but make these ratchet eyebrows look like I've been to the salon to get them arched. So if you're interested in how I create beautiful eyebrows from this, then keep watching. And I do have a mirror that I'm going to be looking in, and I'm probably going to be like kind of looking down throughout the video. But let's get started. So I have this brush that I got from Amazon. I just dropped something. But I got this brush from Amazon, and it's like a two-sided brush that I like to use for my eyebrows. And this eyebrow kit, that it has other things that go in it, but it's not in there right now. But, so this is what I use as well. First, I like to brush out my eyebrows. Then I get my brush, the little string of hair, and I line up my eyebrows. I like to make sure that I get a lot of product on the brush, and I dip a lot because the particular palette that I have is kind of like eyeshadow, so I like to make sure that the product is on the brush, and I just line it up. I also line the top, and if you can notice, I don't start from the front of my eyebrow. At the bottom, I start from the front, but at the top, I don't. And I line those brows, honey, and just fill them in a little. I always say that the concealer is the most important part, so I really don't be too neat with this part of the process, but it will all work out right. Trust me, honey. And just fill in those brows. And I keep filling them in until I get the desired color that I'm looking for as far as the thickness of the brow. Then I take it, I had to clean it out a little bit, and I brush the brow and blend it in. Until it's all blended the way I desire it to be blended. Then I get my concealer, honey. I love this concealer, Eyebrow. I always put a little on the back of my hand, and then I dip it in that, and I always start at the top of my eyebrow. And even though I don't line it up at the beginning of the eyebrow, I still take that concealer and I make sure that I start at the very beginning of my eyebrow and I line it up. This is my favorite part. I always say that the concealer is the most important part in this process. That little stringy hair is driving me crazy, ladies. I know that you know what I'm talking about, honey. And I just line it up. I see some people put like a little product, but I like to kind of have a lot of product because I feel like the thicker that you apply the concealer, then the more crispy it will look. And when I do the bottom, I always start at the tip first. Go over the top a little bit more. I like to start at the tip to create that little point that I desire to have. And then I work my way to the front of my brow. I'm really not used to looking in a small mirror like this when I do my eyebrows. So this was kind of challenging a little bit, but it's all gonna work out, honey. I like to make sure that that line is as crispy as I can get it. That hair was in my way, driving me insane. So you had to give that little look like, yes, honey, slay. Sorry, I'm kind of covering up my eyebrow. You couldn't really see it much, but all I'm doing is just going back over with the concealer. Trying to get it straighter. Dip it again. Start at the tip and work my way to the end of the tip to create that point. Just continuing to go over it to make sure it's the way I want it to be. And now I'm satisfied, so I'm going to go ahead and blend it on out. Honestly, blending is like my least favorite thing to do. Let me just pull it on out. I should have been thought of that. But blending is my least favorite thing to do, honestly, when working with makeup. It's really time consuming a little bit, and I just don't like to do it, but I have to, so I just blend, blend, blend. And blend, and blend, and blend some more. You see how I take the brush, and when I am blending in my concealer, I kind of take it over the brow to make sure that it's still straight and as crispy as I would like it to be. And then I go and I blend. And honestly, I don't really have a real routine of how I blend. I just blend, I don't necessarily blend it all out at the top first before I hit the bottom. As you can see, I blended it a little bit out at the top, and then I went to the bottom and started blending. And I just blend, blend, blend. Then I go back up to the top and I blend some more. Blend, honey, blend. Honestly, if I wasn't doing this video, I would have been took my finger and blended it out with my finger. Because it just works faster. I normally blend some, but then I take my finger, honey, and just blend the rest with my finger. But I'll continue to use the brush. But I gotta make sure that the front is crispy. And I didn't mention this at first, but also I never take the product all the way to the tip of the eyebrow. I know I said I don't line the top of it to the tip, but I don't apply the product at the tip neither. Like, I don't fill the tip of my eyebrows in, or the beginning of my eyebrows. I don't fill them in. Then you check them out. And normally, if I'm not wearing any makeup after I do my eyebrows, I take a makeup cloth or something like that, and I just clean it off. And that's it. And remember, if you can't see the beauty inside of yourself, it will be hard to see the beauty inside of others. And until next time, peace.